It is something that I think a lot of people do, and this is a mistake that can cost you money. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. We have a ton of sales. I'm not even going to get them all out of here today. 45 sales. $1,412.22 headed out of here today, and one of them was seriously undersold, and there's a reason why, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit so maybe you can avoid the mistake that we made. It is something that I think a lot of people do, and this is a mistake that can cost you money, but we got to hit like 5 sales before we talk about it. Let's go. I absolutely love it when you get two brand names together, because it seems like they always sell well. So Hallmark and Disney, and it is a baby book, brand new, nobody used it, and that right there sold for 35 bucks. I think I paid $5 for it, so not a bad little profit. A lot of 8-tracks moving out of here today, which is awesome. I'm glad to see them go make some more space, and some high dollar ones in the eBay cave. Well, sort of high dollar. They're lots, so individuals, they weren't high dollars, but let's see if we can get this out of here. Now, I listed this as a Beatles lot, but you'll notice that it's got Ringo on it, and it has George Harrison, Paul McCartney. So technically it's not the Beatles, except for this one right here, and that lot still sold for a decent amount of money. Decent considering it's not the Beatles, except for the one right there. So $13 plus shipping. Sold some Corningware, and this one went to a viewer. I think maybe 5 viewer sales out of the, I don't know, we got a bunch, a whole ton of sales. That one right there sold for $19 plus shipping, and it went to a viewer. All right, this one went to Andrew. So Andrew, thank you. And I'm gonna read your message here. Hey Kevin, I'm a viewer of all 3 channels. He says he found us after Pete, Craigslist Hunter, mentioned our Fleet Enema. We had sent him a Fleet Enema, and then we sent him our original Fleet Enema man that we made after we after that thing caught on like crazy. Best mascot, by the way. If you're not familiar with why we have that mascot, I'll put that video up right here. But let's just say it really helps get things moving out of your eBay store. Andrew says he's learned a lot, and while I'm not a reseller, I like to buy most of the time. Most of the time, that's not a good combination. Oh geez, keep up the great work. P.S. Can you include a sticker and autograph? And so here's what I typically do, in case you don't know. We take the little stickers, the little ones. Let me show you. We take the little stickers, a flipper sticker and a picker sticker, and then a card, and I sign that just in case somebody wants one. I always find it flattering that people say they learned from me. You know, I learned a lot. Well, I've been doing it for 21 years, but I've learned a lot from a lot of folks. But I learned probably the most on YouTube from Pete, Craigslist Hunter. He is one of my favorite. You know, it blows my mind that I am talking about somebody that some of you may not know. He has been doing YouTube for a long time. He is absolutely terrific. Matter of fact, I'll just say this. At that reseller rally in Cincinnati, I found Pete to be absolutely just generous with his time. He was an amazing guy. I was just personally flattered by how much time and attention he gave to me and my wife. He is the most genuine guy you could come across. So if you don't know who he is, you should know who he is. Go check his channel out. I still watch it to this day. I absolutely love it. We sold a wiener to Christina. That doesn't sound right, but that's what happened. It is in the Florida plush bin here. There it is. It's a beanie, the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile. That one came to my high school in California for some reason. Anyway, we picked this up at that amazing sale. And if you haven't seen it, it should be the last video out. Well, no, I guess it's not. It is the garage sale of garage sales video. This one only sold for $9, but man, that sale was insane. I think this is the lowest priced item at that whole sale that we picked up, but I couldn't leave it behind. $9, no, excuse me, $10 free shipping. Christina, thank you. You've been a constant supporter of our channel for a long time and a frequent purchaser as well. We appreciate that. Mahalo for finding all kinds of great nostalgic pieces from the past. This is going in my personal collection, and I'm very excited to get it. Keep up the great work on picking and flipping. Thank you very much, Christina. I appreciate it. I just realized that you picked up this as well, Christina, so thank you very much. I got to add one more viewer sale to the total for today because I didn't realize you grabbed this one too. This is really awesome. I paid 15 bucks for it down in Roanoke, and it was the last thing I picked up at that sale. That was just an amazing sale. If you haven't seen that video, you got to go check it out. This one sold for $40 plus shipping, and it is headed your way. It's going to be interesting to see if I can package that up safely, because they're each first class items, but together it's going to be over a pound after I box it. So it is going to head, although, I don't know, we'll have to see how we do it. It might be cheaper. Matter of fact, I think it is going to be. 2 first class items, probably going to be cheaper to ship them out than to do 1 2-pound priority rate all the way to Hawaii. So I'll have to check those numbers out and let you know on that. So speaking of Pete and Craigslist Hunter, you know, Vicky's selling for him for a long time, you know, and this is the kind of thing, kind of advice I would learn from him by watching the show. And he would freely give away advice when I met him. Reseller Rally, I actually asked him a few questions that I had, and he gave terrific answers. But I'm going to hopefully give some of you out there a little bit of advice. Maybe if you're new to reselling and you're having trouble maybe underselling what you should be. You've put some items out there, they sold really quick, and you're like, oh, did I underprice it? Well, here's a little trick that might help with some of that. As some of you may know, Bubba's girlfriend is working 1 day a week here in the summer, trying to make a little extra money and still have fun during the summer. And so she's been listing some stuff for us. She's actually sold some things for more money than I would have listed them for. And I'm happy she did. She did it with an item the other day. I'm like, holy moly, we got way more than I thought we would on that. But this one is just the opposite, and it's a pretty common mistake that new resellers make, and I want to talk about it. So if you have an item like this that is not a common item, right? You're not going to come across this very often. It's a bobblehead. It says the Mayberry Deputy. It's sponsored by WDBJ7. And the name on the back says David Browning. It never anywhere does it say Barney Fife or anything like that, you know, copyright stuff and all of that. So here we go, bobblehead. And this one right here, clearly this is somebody who is imitating Barney Fife, okay? And it's a giveaway. It was a giveaway at the Salem, at that time there was a Salem Avalanche, but they became the Salem Red Sox. There's not a ton of these out there. So I think what happened here, because we sold this for $10 plus shipping, and I saw it sell really quick. I'm like, uh-oh, I think we messed up on this one. And so here's what happened. Speaking of making some extra summer money, Bubba's out there working. I gave him a couple landscaping jobs, and he's making some extra money. So cool. Saves me time, gives him some money. He's out there sneezing in case you hear that. All right, what am I talking about? All right, this bobblehead sold for $10 plus shipping. And so I went and looked it up, and I'm like, like, why in the world would she list it? A lot of times I'll tell her, hey, this, you just put these in drafts and I'll go on and choose. But it's something like that, you know, I'm just like, you know, it's not going to be that big a deal. There's not going to be that many. Find a few comps, figure out a good selling price and put it out there. So I never looked that one up, but I figured it was probably worth more than $10 plus shipping. I wasn't positive, so I figured I would go and I would look it up. And sure enough, I see all these comps out there for similar items, for the exact item. Anywhere, you know, I think the lowest was $15, the lowest. And then it goes all the way up to like $199 for one where he's riding in a sidecar, if you remember that episode. So there's all kinds of comps all over the place, but I think the selling price probably needed to start at $100 or best offer and come down. That's probably where I would have listed it. It wouldn't have sold for $100, but it might have sold for $70. Something like that. This was a fairly generic one. And I think I figured out why she came up with the $10 price tag. You know, when we list things, we oftentimes find a comp and we basically take the title. I like to mess around with the title and make the title better. But what she did here, I think, is she put WDBJ7 in her original search, which limited what she found down to that like $15 one. I think that's the only one maybe she found. And maybe that one had a box or something. I don't know exactly. This one's got a few markings on it. I don't see any damage to it that I'm aware of. So maybe she came up with that price based on the fact that it's not as in good a condition as the one that sold for $15. But she never saw any of the other ones out there. So when you're looking to comp an item, have a very broad search. Don't have a narrow search. So if you put WDBJ7 in there, it narrowed it down to only things that say WDBJ7. What you want to do with something like this, for me, what I would do is I would have just typed in David Browning bobblehead. And that's it. That's all I would have done to find a comp, because that is an extremely broad one. Now, I also would have done after that, if I didn't find enough, I would have taken out David Browning and I would have put in Barney Fife, or I would have put in Mayberry Deputy bobblehead. And I would try to find all the comps that would give me a full picture of what these things should be going for. Now, I'm not being critical at all. I told her exactly this after we were done. I mean, this is the kind of thing you learn over time. And like I said, she has absolutely been killing it for us. She has done a terrific job for a new person reselling on eBay. It's really been pretty impressive. I rarely have to tell her anything. I'll go back on sometimes, like she would put commas in some listings or periods at the end of them. I'm like, you know, forget the commas, forget the periods. Don't write out vintage, put VTG, you know, eliminate those extra spaces that aren't really finding you any more buyers. Put as many keywords in there that you can possibly put in there. Doesn't have to be written like a sentence. Put these words at the beginning, put these words at the end. And she just has learned and learned. It's still not perfect. And I'll go in and I'll change them. And I probably have quite a few I need to change. But you know what? When you're having somebody else help you and you can put up more listings or making more money, just look at how many things we're selling. I'm listing, Blue Ridge Mama's listing, she's listing, and we are selling crazy stuff. Even Reagan wants to start listing, so I don't know if I can keep up with the shipping. Here's a little beanie we found down there at that sale, Kangol, and that one's pretty cool. I like the big R for the registered trademark, and you find that right there, you should pick it up a lot of times. A little Samuel L. Jackson style, $12 plus shipping. Here's an item I remember. I picked these up in Raleigh, and they were single trays and double trays, Danish style rosewood trays. But these are like dollar store type of items, but they're vintage, they're new old stock. And there was a ton of them, and I picked them up at a sale, and I was with some family members, a couple of uncles and aunts, and I think they're looking at me like, why would you pick those cheap things up? And they sold for $12 each. Okay, well, actually two of them sold. Judith, I think you're a viewer. Any rate, I could be wrong. If you are, thank you so much for purchasing these. But if you're not, thank you anyways, even though you didn't hear this. So all the single ones sold. I paid next to nothing. I mean, I'm into these for, I don't know, a quarter maybe. So, and they're super light. So we're making a good $6, $7, $8 a piece on them profit. Maybe a little bit more. Have to do some math. No, not more than that. Probably closer to $6. But they're multi-quantity. We sold like 15 of those and a big batch of them, so they didn't turn out to be, you know, single sellers, so we got to ship them cheaper and made even more money. And I've got 3 left, is all I have left of these. So there was probably 25 or so. Multi-quantities are absolute king. You know, we're going to end up making over $100 on those, and we paid next to nothing, and it was 2 listings. Pretty easy. Sold one of these the other day, and now sold the other one. Cobalt battery charger for drills and all that stuff. I don't know what this is to exactly, but bought this at the 127 sale. And it sold for, I think 2 for $5 is what we paid, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. Same sale down there in Roanoke. Found some fanny packs in terrific condition, either brand new with tags or brand new without tags. And again, it's multi-quantity, although these were different colors, so they had variations. I thought maybe I shouldn't cut into my own market since I'm selling fanny packs. But I figured, you know, folks will still buy my fanny pack, and maybe some non-viewers will buy these. Let me see if I can find them. American Eagle fanny packs, different colors. I think the blue one sold here with a tag, sold for $18. I think I paid $20 for 7 of them. So, I don't know, what is that math, y'all? Less than $3 a piece. This one sold for $18, so we're making a decent profit, but we're going to do it 7 times over. Sold a hat to a viewer, to Peter. Thank you. He says he was literally watching the episode where we bought this hat and said, yep, I got to have that. I'm like, okay. So he came over here and he bought it. So I appreciate that, Peter. That's very awesome. It's a Honda camo hat. So that one came out a little while ago. And that's a pretty cool hat. I think I paid $1 for it. Sold for $10. Plus shipping. Sold a wrestling VHS, and I just love selling them. We're only going to make $6 profit on this because it sold for $12. But I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad somebody got it. It is Deathmatch or something like that. I can't even remember. And it is not sealed, but you know, if you find some of this stuff sealed, there can be some good money. It's Cactus Jack right there. So it's not the oldest one around, but definitely, let's see if I can find a date on it. Can't find one. I'm sure it's on there somewhere. I just can't find it. But that's all right. Hey, you know what? If you can find some old sealed ones, like WrestleMania sealed, holy moly. Like the early ones, 2, 3, 4, something like that. You're going to be making some money. But 12 bucks on that. Free shipping, but it's media mail after fees. After I think I paid a quarter maybe. And cost, we're making over 6 bucks profit. Grabbed something out of the Wisconsin bin, but this was on top, so it took 2 hands. Ultralast. This is a generic Nintendo DS battery. $7 plus shipping. Hi Turner, you sold something, and this is something that Daddy likes, and I don't know that you do. Do you like to ever watch wrestling?
No.
No, I don't really watch it either, but I used to watch it all the time. Matter of fact, I stopped watching it about this era when Shawn Michaels started to wrestle. So this one right here, your mama bought at Goodwill. She wasn't allowed to go, but she did it anyways.
You went by yourself.
You're not supposed to tell people that. They're not supposed to know that. They're just supposed to know Blue Ridge Mom is not supposed to. You didn't tell Mama I went by myself, did you?
Oh, Mom already knew.
Oh, well, here we go. This right here, you like that? It's got the belt and everything's completely posable. Really good stuff. This sold for 40 bucks because the box wasn't perfect. The other one, the box is really good condition. We have it out there for 50 bucks, I think, plus shipping. So, anyway, definitely enough. We're gonna let Mama probably share her money with you for this one. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Sold another golf glove, and these apparently been hanging around long enough they got caught up in my sale, which surprised me. So I think I need to go take them off because they shouldn't be this cheap. $9.07 plus shipping. I heard Pepper didn't come in last episode. I don't think she was a little under the weather. Where you been, girl? Oh, where you been? You need some treats? No Name visited me. Boots was in here earlier today. Of all cats, Boots. Happy to see you, Pepper. There you go. There's another Craigslist hunter thing right there. He just loves his cats. Honey. Huh? You want to meet Honey? Sold another 8-track, and it is the Beatles. This is a single, and it is Let It Be. Sold for $13 plus shipping. Can't beat that. Cover art's pretty good shape. Side art's good too. 13 bucks plus shipping. After I've given Pepper treats, this is what she does. She goes right back up here and waits. Oh, see, now she thinks I'm going to give her more treats, which I'm going to. Right back to the 8-tracks, and this one sold. The Doors, absolutely live. That one sold for $20 plus shipping, and it is going to a viewer. This one's going to Virginia. I completely forgot about this haul that you had. It was overshadowed by the huge album deal that you made. Both were amazing, by the way. I was looking for the Kiss 8-track that I think was in that sale and wondering if it already sold. I believe they have all sold, all the Kiss. There might be one more over there. I'm not sure. She says her husband is a huge music guy, and since the pandemic, he's been rebuilding his album collection and is working on certain artists collecting all 3 formats. That is cool. So I guess he needed that one right there. Keep up the good work. Keep the videos coming. Thank you. And you know what? The 8-track video wasn't on the Picker channel. It was over on the Commonwealth Auctions channel. So a lot of folks never saw that one. It was a private pick. And I had so many garage sale videos for the Picker channel. I'm like, yeah, we'll go put that one on the Auctions channel. All or nothing. Had to buy it all or nothing. It was a pretty cool sale. This is kind of cool. I kind of patterned myself. You know, he knows he's dangerous in every category. I love this. Can you sell an empty box? Sure, you just have to think outside. Outside the box is pretty cool. And he knows a little bit about it. Well, he knows a lot, but a little bit about everything and a lot about most things as well. So Big Mouth Billy Bass. This one sold for $18 plus shipping. It's like the 3rd one we've sold in the last week or so. Have another one over there we mounted because it doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, we'll put it in here. It's cool. At least I don't think that one works. Anyway, $18 plus shipping. Looks like somebody's still here. Maybe you want the fat cat fish. Looks like you're comfy this time. I guess you just stay there. I forgot about this one, y'all. Janice picked this one up. I forgot we even had it out there, and I don't even remember what the funds are going to go to. I have to check. This one it's 1st edition mug. I think we signed it. Yeah. And look, Reagan signed a card as well. So there you go. Because Reagan made a bracelet and put it in there. So there you go. Thank you, Janice. That is awesome. We appreciate the support. She says, I've been wanting one of these first edition mugs for a long time. So thank you, Janice. We appreciate it. All-Star Flip. All-Star Flips. All-Star Flips with an underscore under an underscore under each word. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Thank you, Janet. Sold a couple of Inaman, well, sold one. One is almost going to sell here. And so far, no payment on it. And that rarely ever happens. So I can't say we hope he gets things moving for you. Oh well, maybe next show. Sold a Queen record for $31 plus shipping. I oftentimes place these over here to make it easier to find for the video. But I didn't have to do it this time. That's where it was. And this is going to Dave, who is a 2-time retiree, coaching and teaching. And that's awesome. I hope I never have to retire a second time from teaching, but we will see. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, and happy retirement. Had to turn the AC on, y'all. It's getting a little hot in here, but I wanted to show you we replaced the bass with a trout. Sold a pretty cool champion jacket here, an old windbreaker style. It says U.S. Olympic Training Center. So it's not, you know, I mean, how many people are searching for that, right? But look at this sweet looking old tag on there. I really like that. It's got a side hit on it somewhere, I think. There it is right there. And then the back hit as well, and embroidery. And the flap and all that stuff. So I'm like, you know what, this thing's gonna sell. I think it even has the champion zipper, thick zipper. I'm like, somebody's gonna buy this, no matter what it says up here, because of the colors. And it did. It sold $20 plus shipping. Sold another 8-track lot. So there was 8 big, no there wasn't. There was 5 big boxes. And I was hoping to get $50 a box. First one sold for $11.50. Epic fail. Doing them all on auction. And a lot of times when you do that, the people will do the research for you, right? You just put tons of them in there, and then they'll go through the titles, and they'll find 2 or 3 that are worth some money, and they're like, oh, I'll buy the whole thing. And so I think that's what happened here. This one sold, this was like a pop, a little bit of light rock. I don't know what else was in there. Maybe even some disco, you know, Bee Gees. I'm not that old. Anyway, that's what was in this one. And there's some good Jethro Tull, I think, had a good one in there. And so there's a few in there worth some money. And this one went for a little bit more. I think it went for $68. Let me look. Nope, it went for $65 plus shipping. So $65 and $11.50. We're still not up to a $50 average. But we just had another one sold. I'm going to tell you about it tomorrow. And it went for a little bit more. So we're going to be right where I want to be, maybe even a little bit ahead. Hey, before I forget, I want to thank all the folks who bought this. Not doing individuals today, but thanks so many of y'all out there. And I'll give you your official, we hope he gets things moving for you. Only $5.50 for this Aerosmith lot. I decided to do it at auction. It was a bad choice. $17.50 plus shipping for this Eagles lot. By the way, how cool was that album cover? Y'all remember that one? That thing's awesome. Reminds me of the Muppet Band, you know, the old crazy looking Muppet Band. That's what it reminds me of. All right, so here we go. A lot of 100 and I can't remember what we're doing. 100. I'll put the pictures up here. Remember, I paid $130 for everything. I haven't even sold one of the 8-track players yet. We still have tons of the 8-track cases left. Still have a bunch of the 8-tracks left, but we have sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And what we sold today with the 8-tracks covered our entire expenses, and we've been selling. You know, you've been watching. We've been selling it for weeks. And still have a few more cassettes to go. We don't have any more lots to go, I don't think. And we still have 8-track players that I'm probably just going to sell 2 of and then sell the rest off to somebody who sells at the flea market. But we'll see. I've made enough money on it so far. So this lot went for $139.50. I'll put it up here. Rock, pop, you know, that kind of thing. Not hard rock, soft rock. And then we had another lot go for $75 plus shipping. And then, what else? Another lot of 63 sold for $23.50 plus shipping. That one went for less than I thought. I was hoping to average $50 a pop, and looks like we're over $50 a pop on all 6 boxes, which is really cool because of that $139.50 one. And then I sold a combo as well. Sold this combo right here, little Daewoo combo, and it has nothing with it, and it sold for $50, I think $49 plus shipping.
Hi guys, my name is Reagan, and today I'm going to be telling you what sold out of the CWP store. First we got Leanne, and she got a gray and blue shirt, and also she got a black CWP hat. Amelia got shipping plans, and I don't know if you want me to say this, Dad, but Michael got a blue shirts, and he wanted that signed. And also, we're going to be doing some Commonwealth comedy since y'all seem to love it. And today's joke is, why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak dinner? It was chewy. Alright guys, bye. And don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com. Oh wait, I got one more question. Do y'all like when I do what sold here or when Dad films? Make sure to comment down below. Bye.
Hey, I forgot. Now you should, by the time you hear this, you might actually have it because we've taken a little bit of a break here. So this is going out to Wendy. This is that Rollo thermal printer that we gave away, wireless thermal printer that we gave away. And she claimed the prize, which I'm happy for that. So many times we give stuff away and then nobody claims it because they don't watch the 2 videos later. And we may be missing a couple. I think this maybe is when we should do Matt Part-Time Pickers hat giveaway. So keep watching. I'm a little bit behind and I'll get caught up on that. So congratulations to Wendy. This should be in your hands by now by the time you see this. And that was just a thank you because we did that sponsored ad by Flyp. And so many of y'all signed up. I'd love to get some feedback. If you haven't yet, it's a free cross-lister. And the link is below if you want to give it a shot. And we appreciate everybody who has. And Wendy and Joey also got one of these guys. We gave one of these guys away as well. So Joey, that should be in your hands as well. So thank you all for everything you guys do for us. Thanks for watching all the Commonwealth Picker videos as well. There's some that have done really well lately. So I appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you next time.